So I've been thinking, how am I going to have time to spend all of this money?
The lottery has made more people billionaires than you think. In fact, the top 10 biggest lottery winners each won over $1 billion. So where are these lucky billionaires now? Let us show you the biggest lottery winners ever. Number 10. Rosemary Casarati, $1.22 billion. The latest billionaire to join the list is Rosemary Casarati, the quiet California woman who stunned the country at the start of 2025. She bought her Mega Millions ticket at a Sunshine Food and Gas, a small roadside Circle K in Cottonwood. Cottonwood is a town that probably never expected to be in the news. But that $1.22 billion ticket turned out to be the biggest Mega Millions win in California history and made this town famous. When her name was finally revealed by lottery officials in March 2025, she was nowhere to be found. Rosemary declined every interview, skipped every camera, and told officials she wanted to stay as private as possible. It was a smart move. With that kind of money, privacy is priceless. She took the lump sum payout, worth about $571.9 million before taxes. Taking the money, she quietly walked into billionaire status. The shop that sold her ticket got a $1 million bonus, and California's public schools earned nearly $90 million from that single drawing. Rosemary might not be giving interviews, but she has already made a big mark. Somewhere out there, a very low-key billionaire is living her best life. Next, we have a lucky resident of New Jersey. Number 9. The lucky New Jersey resident, $1.13 billion. Back in March 2024, someone in Neptune Township, New Jersey, hit the Mega Millions jackpot worth $1.13 billion. It was one of the biggest in state history. The winning ticket was sold at a ShopRite liquor store, and for months, no one came forward. People wondered if the winner had lost the ticket. Then, 6 months later, just before the deadline, a mystery person finally stepped up. The winner took the lump sum cash option of $537.5 million before taxes and stayed completely anonymous, which is legal in New Jersey. That's when everyone realized. The winner was not hesitating to come forward. It was just their clever strategy. They probably spent those 6 months building trusts, hiring advisors, and preparing to handle a huge pile of money. The next lucky winner came from Oregon. Number 8. Mr. Seyfun, $1.33 billion. It was a cancer patient from Laos living in Portland, Oregon, a 46-year-old Chang Charlie Seyfun. In April 2024, his Powerball ticket matched all the numbers for a $1.33 billion jackpot, one of the largest ever. The problem was that Oregon law doesn't allow anonymity, so Seyfun had to reveal his identity. He didn't win alone. He shared the prize with his wife and a close friend. Together, they bought more than 20 tickets that night, hoping for a miracle. When they hit the jackpot, Charlie said he felt like his prayers had finally been answered. He chose the lump sum payout, worth $422 million after taxes, split evenly among the trio. For a man battling cancer for 8 years, this win meant more than wealth. It meant he now had peace of mind. He could get world-class treatment and plan for a secure future for his family. Charlie kept his tone humble, saying he planned to buy a home and live comfortably, not lavishly. In a world full of flashy lottery stories, his felt genuinely heartwarming. Number 7. The anonymous winners from Illinois, $1.34 billion. Now let's fly over to Illinois. In July 2022, a Mega Millions ticket sold at a Speedway gas station in Des Plaines, Illinois, shook the entire country. The jackpot was a mind-blowing $1.34 billion. It was the third largest in U.S. history at that time. But the strangest part was that no one knew who the winner was for weeks. Eventually, it turned out there were 2 winners, and they had a secret pact. Before the drawing, they agreed that if any of their tickets hit, they would share the winnings. And that's exactly what they did. They claimed their fortune together, quietly and strategically, under the protection of Illinois law, which lets winners over $250,000 remain anonymous. They took the lump sum payout of $780.5 million before taxes and disappeared. They outsmarted fame itself. Imagine walking into work one day with a secret that you are worth nearly $1 billion and no one can ever know. These Illinois winners might be the smartest billionaires in lottery history. Number 6. Maine resident, $1.35 billion. The same thing happened in Maine. It was in January 2023. Lebanon, Maine turned into the center of national headlines. Someone bought a Mega Millions ticket at a small convenience store, Hometown Gas and Grill, and hit the $1.35 billion jackpot. It was one of the largest ever. Overnight, Maine had a billionaire. The winner didn't show up for months. This fueled rumors that the ticket was lost. Then, out of nowhere, the prize was claimed under the name Lacoma Island Investments LLC. It was a clever way to keep the real person hidden. Smart move considering how tiny Lebanon is. They took the lump sum payout of $723.5 million before taxes. The gas station owner, Fred Cotreau, received a $50,000 bonus and split half with his employees. It was a wholesome gesture that made headlines too. Meanwhile, the winner vanished into complete silence. Number 5. Simpsonville resident, $1.54 billion. A while before that, in October 2018, Simpsonville, South Carolina, with a population of barely 20,000, suddenly became home to one of the biggest lottery wins ever, $1.54 billion in Mega Millions. The winning ticket sat unclaimed for months. Then 6 months later, the mystery winner came forward right before the deadline and claimed the prize anonymously, thanks to South Carolina's privacy laws. They took the lump sum payout of $878 million before taxes. It was the biggest single-ticket cash prize at the time. The entire state was excited to hear more about the winner. The gas station owner, C.J. Patel, earned a $50,000 bonus and became an overnight local hero. The state collected over $60 million in taxes from that single win. This money funded public projects across South Carolina. As for the winner, no one knows where they went. Whoever they are, they played the game perfectly. Number 4. The anonymous winner from Florida, $1.58 billion. Now, Florida has seen its fair share of lucky winners, but this one took things to a whole new level. In August 2023, a Mega Millions ticket sold at a public supermarket in Neptune Beach turned into a $1.58 billion jackpot, one of the biggest in history. Overnight, a quiet coastal town turned into national news. But no one ever saw the winner. Instead of stepping into the spotlight, the mystery person claimed their prize under Saltines Holdings LLC. It was a private company created just for this purpose. Florida law requires the names of winners to be public after 90 days, but this winner found a legal workaround. They filed the claim through a corporation, hiding their personal identity while still getting every dollar. Smart doesn't even begin to cover it. They chose the lump sum payout of $794.2 million before taxes. That's less than the total jackpot, but it's instant cash, and almost every major winner takes the deal. The Publix that sold the ticket received a $100,000 bonus, and Florida's education system got a $73 million boost from the taxes generated by that single win. People online tried to guess who it was, maybe a local, maybe a retiree, maybe even a tourist, but the truth remains a mystery. The only thing known for sure is that somewhere in Florida, someone is now worth nearly $1 billion. Now let's fly over to Tennessee. Number 3. 3 lucky winners, $1.59 billion. When people say lightning doesn't strike twice, they have clearly never seen the January 2016 Powerball draw. That night, 3 separate tickets matched all 6 numbers and split a jaw-dropping $1.59 billion, the biggest Powerball jackpot ever at that time. What's wild is how differently each winner handled it. The first couple, John and Lisa Robinson from Tennessee, couldn't keep the secret for even a day. They went straight on national TV before claiming the prize. They said they would stay in their same house, keep their jobs and live normally. They took their share as a $528 million lump sum before taxes, and soon after, their small town became a local legend. Then came Maureen Smith from Florida. She had been playing the same numbers for years, and this time, persistence finally paid off. But unlike the Robinsons, she wanted nothing to do with fame. She quietly took her share of the cash and disappeared from public life completely. Finally, there were Marvin and May Acosta from California. They waited months before claiming their portion, saying they wanted to consult with financial and legal advisors first. And when they finally accepted their winnings, they made a public statement promising to donate a large part to charity. 3 winners, 3 totally different reactions. One went public, one went silent, and one went generous. But each of them woke up one morning and found themselves holding a piece of the biggest jackpot ever. Number 2. Theodorus Struck and Friends, $1.765 billion. In October 2023, a tiny mountain town in California called Fraser Park became the center of a crazy story. A Powerball ticket sold at Midway Market and Liquor hit the jackpot for $1.765 billion. It's the second largest lottery prize in U.S. history. The winner was eventually revealed to be Theodorus "Theo" Struck, a 65-year-old retiree. But he didn't win alone. Theo was part of a 14-person lottery group, a mix of friends and co-workers who had been pooling money for tickets for years. This time, their patience paid off, and in the biggest way possible. They chose the lump sum payout of $774.1 million, which came down to about $588 million after federal taxes. That meant each member of the group walked away with tens of millions. What made this story special wasn't the money, but how low-key Theo and his group stayed. The only sign of change was when neighbors noticed new "no trespassing" signs on his property. The store that sold the winning ticket received a $1 million bonus and instantly became a California landmark. The win also sent over $119 million to state schools through Powerball revenue. Number 1. Edwin Castro, $2.04 billion. And finally, the biggest lottery winner in history, Edwin Castro. In November 2022, one Powerball ticket sold at Joe's Service Center in Altadena, California, matched every number for an unbelievable $2.04 billion jackpot. No one had ever seen a number that high before in a lottery. When Edwin was revealed as the winner, the world went crazy. He claimed the lump sum payout of $997.6 million before taxes. Unlike most winners who vanish, Edwin leaned right into his fame. Within months, he was buying multi-million-dollar properties across Los Angeles, a $25.5 million mansion in Hollywood Hills with a game room and infinity pool, a $4 million home in Altadena for his family, and a $3.8 million Malibu beach house. But the attention came with problems. A man named Jose Rivera suddenly claimed that the winning ticket was stolen from him and filed a lawsuit against Edwin. The case dragged on for nearly a year. Finally, in October 2024, a Los Angeles judge dismissed the case, saying Rivera had no evidence. Just when things started to quiet down, something horrible happened. In January 2025, a wildfire tore through Malibu and destroyed Edwin's beach house. It was a harsh reminder that even billionaires cannot control everything. Despite all the drama, Edwin Castro remains the biggest lottery winner in U.S. history. He went from being an ordinary Californian to a global headline overnight. If you want to see how Edwin Castro is spending his days now as an almost billionaire, watch our next video.